Hello everyone, I'm Paul and today we are solving problem 1291, sequential digits. This is a medium problem and the key to solve it is observation, so let's start. We are given two variables, low and high, and we have to return a sorted array with all the numbers in this range that have sequential digits. A number has sequential digits if and only if each digit in the number is one more than the previous digit. So let's say that we are given this input. Here the result would be an array with the numbers 1, 2, 3 and 2, 3, 4. Why? Well, because each of these is in the range in between 100 and 300 and we have sequential digits. As you can see, 2 is 1 plus 1, 3 is 2 plus 1, here 3 is 2 plus 1 and 4 is 3 plus 1. Now, maybe you are thinking about iterating numbers in between low and high, but down here we have the constraints and we know that this range can be of up to 10 to the power of 9, and this is a huge number, so we have to think about something else. The main observation here is that we need sequential digits, so if this is a valid number in the final array, that's because this number is some part of the largest number that we can build with sequential digits. For example, here we have this number here, and we have this number right here. So we can have a string of characters from number 1 to 9, and we are iterating every possible substring here. How? Well, with two pointers. We can say that the I pointer is at index 0 and j pointer is at index 0 also, which means that we are looking at this substring. We transform this into an integer, and now we check if this number is in between low and high. Given that 1 is more than 100, we continue, which means that we move the j pointer. Now j is here. We are looking at this substring. 12 is still smaller than 100, so we continue. 123 is in between 100 and 300, so at this point we can add to the result 1, 2, 3. Now the j pointer is here, so we're looking at this number which is larger than 300, so we continue. Next j is here, so we're looking at this number. Next j is here, next it's here, next here, and next here. Now I is here, and we need to reset j back to I, so we're looking at this substring. 2 is more than 100, so we move j. Now we're looking at 23, which is more than 100, so we move j again. Now we're looking at this number, which is in between 100 and 300, so we add it to the result. Now we have 2, 3, 4 here. Next j is here, this number is larger than high, so we continue. Next j is here, next here, next here, and next here. Next 3 is more than 100, 34 is smaller also, this number is larger than high, and every other number is larger than high, so we move the I pointer, repeat the same process until we reach the end of the loop. Now remember that the result has to be sorted, so after this nested for loop, we sort the result and return it. After sorting, here we get the same. Time and space complexity here will be big of 1. Why? Well, because we are running a nested for loop on 9 characters and then we are sorting a very small array. So with this in mind, let's go with the code. First, we need a list with characters. We are using numbers from 1 to 9. We can say that the result is an empty array. Finally, we want to sort this result and return it. Now, here in between, we have to iterate every substring in this string. So, how do we do this? Well, with two pointers. For I in range from 0 to 9, for j in range from I to 9, we can say that the current substring is a substring from I to j plus 1, because remember that this is non-inclusive. Now, we need to transform this into a number like this, and now we want to check if low is smaller or equal to this number and the number is smaller or equal to high, meaning if the number is in between low and high, we can add it to the result, so result.append the number. And this is the entire code, so let's submit this and see if it works. As you can see, this works and it's very efficient. So if you found this useful, please drop a like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.